Western Conference Finals, Mavericks, Warriors. Think from an interest standpoint, from a marketing standpoint for the league, this is probably about as good as it gets for them. Luka Doncic coming into his own, a transcendent talent and a lightning bolt for the younger generation of NBA basketball fans. His first time deep into the playoffs is bound to be big. Then you got the Warriors and the just global brand that they've become, and the interest that comes along with a team that's been hurt for a couple of years now. They're back. They've got some guys in the Splash Brothers of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson who are about as lovable of superstars as it gets. I would bet it does about as good as any Western Conference Finals in the last 10 years. I think the interest will be that high for this game. From the Warriors' standpoint, I think this is probably who they wanted. I don't think the Warriors are a perfect team this year by any stretch. Klay is still trying to figure out a little bit. Granted, he has been better than he's gotten credit for so far in the playoffs. We're talking over 20 points a game, back to shooting above 40% from three. I mean, with Steph out there, with Jordan Poole becoming the young star that he is becoming, the just bona fide sniper that he's developed into, if you're getting average defense from Klay still, ideally above, but I mean, be realistic, probably average defense, and you're getting a guy who's going to knock down open shots, I think that's all you need out of him. We're going to need to see Draymond not hide the way he hid in this last series. He almost looked a little Ben Simmons-esque. That's not what you want. We need him to be competitive. That's what they're going to be looking for, and be willing to take the shots if they're just going to leave him naked, or at least push the ball and look for that little floater game that he has, or to penetrate and kick. He can't be afraid to make things happen for him. But with this Mavericks team, as compared to the Suns, who they could have matched up with, I think it puts them in a lot better situation. I think if they want to, they could start all three guards. They could start Poole just because of the way this roster in Dallas works out. It's not going to hurt them to go three of those guys with Draymond in a big, or maybe even against some of the lineups the Mavericks are going to roll out there. They might even be okay to roll with the super small lineup of those three guards with Wiggins, if Wiggins is playing the way he can, and Draymond or Kevon Looney out there with him. Just looking at the guys who play the most minutes for the Mavericks. We got Reggie Bullock, mid-sized wing. Dorian Finney-Smith, who's had a great year for them. Long, but a wing, not a huge guy. Luka is a big boy. Frankly, not concerned defensively. It doesn't really matter his size. He doesn't really try that hard. And when he does, it's just being a body there. Brunson's small. Dinwiddie, again, guard. Kleba is a nice long 4 playing the 5, like 6'10". He can defend, don't get me wrong, but he's not huge. He's not going to punish you. And Dwight Powell is having a good year. And he's big, but they're not giving him 10 post touches because the Warriors go small. That's not going to happen. That's essentially the guys they're going to play. So if they don't have an 8-in, right? If they don't have a guy where they're going to say, okay, you're going to go small, guess what? We're giving this kid 14 post touches. Deal with it. Then let's take offense. Let's roll Poole out there. Let's get some Otto Porter minutes out there at the 4, some Wiggins minutes out there at the 4, with either Draymond or Looney, depending on things. I think you probably try to match up Draymond and Kleba and Looney when Powell comes in. That's about 15 minutes a game that Powell's playing in the playoffs. Looney's around 16, so they'll match up well. And I think you can figure that out fine. I really don't think you need to go size. And that's why I think the Warriors are going to win the series. I expect a good series. Luka is incredible. There's no part of Luka that I would say seems scared at all. I don't worry about nerves with him. I think the one thing you got to look out for with Luka a little bit is his ability to make his teammates better overall. I think you saw kind of the beginning of this Phoenix-Dallas series, him be out, Brunson play well, a couple guys play well, him come back. And is he a great passer? Absolutely. He's got great vision. He can hit open guys, but he's such a ball stopper and he's such a everything runs through me that it's hard for those guys to stay in rhythm. So if he's not intentional early on in the series to keep those guys involved, to do those things he needs to do to make sure that they're in rhythm late, so that when he throws those driving kick passes, they haven't been standing around waiting for 4 possessions. They've gotten touches. They're still warm. Now we're knocking those down. So that's where they go. That's if they want to make it a series and give it a shot. It's going to be on Luka's back. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised just because it's Luka if they were the favorites. But in my opinion, I'm going to take Golden State. I'm going to take the drive that they seem to have to want to show the world that they're here for a second run. And I'm taking them to win it in 7.